Good evening, all. This is our motivational video. Today, let's jump into the motivational story of today. So, actually, what we'll see today now, once upon a time, there is a two village or a two state. In the in between these two state, war can happen at any time. The one day war happened, it will happen soon. The two states are announced the war to occupy the other state. So one is a small state and one is a bigger state. One kingdom having a huge amount of soldiers and one kingdom has very small amount of soldiers. Rather than the big kingdom having the more than 10 times, rather than 10 times of the small kingdom. Even the small kingdom is ready to participate in the battle. Okay, but they are afraid. The king was very afraid to the war. But there is no chance to avoid the battle. Even if the king has voluntary voluntary give up na, the small king, it needs to be slave to the big kingdom, but he is not ready to that. He thought if he lost, no worry, after that we can become a slave to the big kingdom, like that the king said. But king has been afraid itself. In the small kingdom, the small city having a one monk living under the city. The king decided to meet the monk and telling about his concern to the monk. The monk smiled and said, "Okay, make me the command for your army." The king was surprised and he said, "You are a monk only. You don't have experience on the war. How you manage this?" Like that he asked. But the monk said, "If you are faith me, you just make me as a command to your army." The king so respected to the monk. He also accepted to commanding the army as a monk. Now the monk commanding the small kingdom's army, the soldiers are very afraid. To it seems very afraid because the monk doesn't have a knowledge of in war. That's why. But the monk ready to lead the army. He before he started to the war, they crossed one temple. They would be crossed one temple. That temple The monk said, "Guys, you are waiting here. I will pray the God, and I want to having a blessings of this God." The monk get into the temple and came out to the temple and said, "Soldiers, I prayed the God to our victory, but before that, we want to do one thing. I tossed this coin. If it fell down a straight condition, we will getting victory. Otherwise, it will be in opposite side. It fell down on opposite side. We will lose the victory." So this is the condition. All the soldiers are having a curiosity to finding the result. The monk tossed the coin. The coin fell down in the earth as a straight condition. The monk clearly said, "Okay, we are going to get victory. Guys, we are going to getting victory. So we need to give we celebrate this the moment." Like that he said. All the soldiers are lot of moment, lot of enjoying on the second, and all are having a self belief if the we must need to win the battle, and in the same enthusiasm to the all the soldiers having with the battle, all the soldiers are arrogantly fight with the big kingdom. The small kingdom hand rising gradually. So all against battle going down. Finally, the small kingdom got victory, and the monk said, "We are getting victory because of the straight position of the coin." So he returned back to our native, and again he go to the temple and pray the God and thank the God and thank him. God came out the temple and said the fact, because that is a lie coin. Lie coin means it's a fake coin. Uh, both sides only straight face is there. There is. So he said, all the soldiers, "I tossed the fake coin in front of you guys because you must having self knowledge, self belief. That is why it's Almighty." Okay, in that is why we got the victory. Everyone having a self belief, self confidence is much more useful to us to battle the any type of work or any type of battle. Competency. If we see in our lives, we have to be self confidence. The self confidence is much more helpful to achieve our goal. If it is anything, so don't worry and don't fear. Fear is very bad. If you have a self confident, there is a no fear, there is a no nervous, there is a no negativity. Okay, the self confidence is the matter. Every soldier is having a self confidence. That is why the battle won by small kingdom. Yes. So what is I'm trying to say here? Self confidence is must to all the human beings to achieve our goals shortly, confidently. Thanks, guys. See you in next video. I hope you enjoy this video. Thanks to all. Take care. Bye.